So, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a great week. It is Sunday, the 7th, I think. Sorry, the 9th of July at about 25 past 5. It is extremely cold in Worcester, Western Cape, South Africa. The snows have covered the mountain tops, so it's really, really chilly. And I'm sitting here. I was just busy doing some prep for work for tomorrow. So I'm sitting here under my blanket with my laptop still open on my lap. And I was like, oh my word, I have not yet recorded my YouTube training update video with regards to my marathon training. And I was like, Kissy listening. I really don't feel like doing that today. Yeah, but I committed myself to doing that. So I grabbed my camera and just quickly collected my thoughts because the easiest thing to do is starting a project or starting a task or starting something. It's easy to have motivation at the beginning of any goal or any task, but the crux of the matter or the point of it all is, or the success of a task or a goal is finishing it at the end of the day. Because anyone can start something. People are starting diets every Monday, starting new habits or trying to start new habits. That is so easy to, in the beginning, when you have the motivation to start something. But it matters how you finish something. And it made me think of, there's a slogan from John C. Maxwell. He's a well-known author and he especially writes books about leadership. And I went to Google the quote now because it came to mind as I was contemplating, should I now or should I not? And it says, and I wrote it down because I was scared I'm going to forget it. It says, motivation is what gets you going, but discipline is what keeps you growing. So motivation will get you started with something, but discipline is the thing that will have you continuing even when you don't feel like doing it. So yes, I was not in the mood for doing a YouTube update today, but discipline had me pick up my phone and said, okay, let's start recording. And it's the same with my training. I don't feel like running every day. I don't get home every single day after work and I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to go for a run. There have been days during this training period where I felt, moet ek regtig gaan hardloop vandag? Do I really need to train today? Can I take a break or can I take a rain check? Can I go tomorrow? That negotiation part of the journey. So yeah, you don't always feel like doing what you need to do, but that's where discipline comes in, where you just have to sometimes just make the decision and say, I'll put on my tackies, I put on my training clothes, and I'm going to go do this. So yes, here goes a YouTube video. My training update for the week and how it went. Gonna have to rewind back now. Rewind. So how did it go? My training last week my last video I shared with you, my training program. And afterwards, and that's now what happens when you go unscripted. Because afterwards I'm like, I forgot to mention that and I still wanted to tell them that. And well, anyway, so I don't think I mentioned this last time. In terms of my training program, how my weeks work. I run 4 days in the week. 4 days in total. So 3 days I do during the week, and then on the weekends, on a Saturday, I have my long run. So, and the 5th day, that's also in the week, I do a strength program. So I would do like squats and lunges and glute bridges and because that's a very important part of marathon training, is not only doing the running, but also doing the strength part to help your body function better when you do run. Yeah. Okay. So last weekend, Saturday, I don't know if you recall the last time I told you when we spoke on Friday, I said Saturday I have my 15K long run and I'm going out with a group. So Yes, I went out on Saturday, the 15K, bright and early. Actually, I couldn't sleep the Friday evening. I don't know if it was excitement or nerves or whatever, but I struggled to fall asleep. And then I was like up at 2:30. Can you believe it? I was up at 2:30, had something to eat, went back to bed, and then at 5 I was, or not at 5, um, at 5, at 2:05 I was ready, I was dressed, I was ready for action to go for my 15K run with my training group here. And then I was a bit nervous, and why I was a bit nervous is I was actually a bit scared I wouldn't be able to keep up with them, because many of them have run marathons, have done comrades, and here am I, this newbie, novice runner. And I would like to report that hard work and discipline pays off. People, hard work and discipline pays off, because I could see it in my running. And I was running and I was thinking, I can really feel that I have improved. My fitness is better than the last time I ran with some of these group members. And I was like panting and I was out of breath. And the run was amazing, I tell you. I think I'm a morning. I used to say I'm not a morning person, but I think I'm a morning runner, because I was so full of energy and it was so fabulous running when the world was, or most of the world was still asleep. It was dark, it was quiet apart from a few cars passing us. It was not too cold, but the air was crisp, and it was, everything is so fresh and so new in the morning. So it was wonderful, and they're a great group. It was a very fun run, and I was really impressed by the progress in my fitness. And as I said, it didn't come overnight, and it took hard work, but hard work definitely paid off. Okay, and then during the week I had a 5K, which I ran at a pace. And then I went out again with a running buddy. I did a 7K, and it was actually the fastest 7K I ever did, quite to my surprise. Yeah, but all in all, what I can say is I'm seeing progress. I'm getting fitter, I'm getting stronger. Yeah. So I ran quite hard this week, the 5 and the 7K. I really pushed it. So on Thursday, people, on Thursday when I went for a 7K on my own again, my legs felt like lead, soos lood. My legs were so heavy and so tired. Not sore, strangely enough, not sore, but tired, tired, tired. For the whole 7 kilometers on Thursday, I had to coach myself. I had to encourage myself, because I was just feeling not physically exhausted, not my lungs, not my cardiovascular system, nothing like that. Only my legs were extremely heavy and tired. And I was negotiating with myself. You know, it's amazing how you can have conversations with yourself in your mind. And I was having conversations with myself. The one side saying, you know, maybe you should rest. Maybe you're supposed to do 7 today, but maybe just do 5. You're really tired, man. It's fine. Do 5. And then the other part of me saying, as I've read and listened to YouTube videos, saying that this is part of marathon training, being able to run on tired legs. So I was like doing this to and fro negotiation, and then, yeah, getting to 5 kilometers and thinking, yo, maybe I should stop. And I'm like, no, push on, Mandy. And I heard this, I heard one marathoner one time said on YouTube, you need to lean into the discomfort. And I started embracing the discomfort, because what I also in that moment realized, and I guess this is where the mental side of marathon training and running marathons come in, because what I realized then is that the growth happens in those moments of discomfort. Because for you to be able to grow, to go to the next level, to progress in your journey, it is gonna involve a level or some level of discomfort. And being able to push through that discomfort and being able to endure and to stick it out, even though it's not nice and everything inside of you and your brain is telling you, stop, stop, stop. This is not nice. It's hard. It's tough. I'm feeling tired. I want to stop. But part of your growth and part of your progress lies within that moment where you decide to push through and not give up and not quit, and to lean into the discomfort, knowing that you will come out on the other side stronger and better and wiser. Yeah, as a human, as a person. Um, so that really encouraged me on my run. While I was running, I that was the thoughts that were going through my mind, knowing that, it's similar when you go through a storm within life also. That there's a saying that says, that God doesn't send the storm to destroy you, but rather to elevate you, to take you to the next level, to enhance you, to have you grow as a person. So that is really what in those moments that I was running on Thursday, what I experienced and what I was thinking and what I was telling myself. And the run never got better. I'm not going to lie. Maybe you're waiting there thinking, okay, I'm going to say the last 2 kilometers, and then everything changed and it was a wonderful run. No, the whole 7 kilometers was a struggle. Oh, it was baie erg. It was a struggle, people. It was a struggle. But my mindset, and I think because I have mentally prepared myself, because I didn't just start training for a marathon, people. I was researching, I was looking up, I was Googling, I was listening to people that have done this before. And I've heard many of them saying, you're going to get days like this, you're going to get training runs like this, where you feel like this. And if you're not experiencing pain, because if it's pain, like you're in serious pain, you have an injury, then you need to stop. That's something different. But there is going to be discomfort. It's going to be, it's not always going to be easy. It's going to be tough marathon training. So if I didn't know that, maybe I would have quit, or maybe I would have stopped. But because I knew that, I was able to push through, because I knew this is part of the process. And yeah, so that was Thursday. And then on Saturday, I had my long run, my 20K. Yay! And we were in Montague, my hometown, where I grew up, my husband and I. And we were there, and I met up with one of our hometown marathon legends, can I call her? Patty. Many people in Montague know her. And, I told her, listen, I'm coming to Montague. I need a running buddy. I can't go 20King on my own. And yeah, and she was like game and wonderful, wonderful, because I think, there are people, whatever your journey is, whatever goals you've set out for yourself, there are people that have gone that road and that have reached that goals. And I think we can learn so much from the people that have gone before us and have done what we are aspiring to do. So it was really, really, and shout out to Patty. Thanks, Patty. It was really wonderful running with her on Saturday. Oh, I received so many tips, and yeah, I just learned a lot, and it was wonderful. We ran in the rain the last 4Ks, but yeah, it was fantastic, and running in my hometown. And just once again, I could also just experience, that my fitness is growing. I'm not there yet, not yet ready for my marathon, but I'm well on my way. So yeah, I had a really good run also on Saturday. I'm recovering quite well. This butt of mine, you remember the pain in the butt I told you about last time? Yeah, anyway, it was quite, yeah, my first video got quite a few um, reviews in terms of my terminologies and so, but nonetheless, my pain in the butt, you remember the pain in the butts, ne? So yeah, at about 4 or 5 kilometers within the 20 Ks, I'm not gonna lie, this butt was bothering me a little bit. And I told myself, no, I'm just gonna run through it. And then out of nowhere, I had like at one stage a stitch in my left ankle, but it was not painful. So I just continued running, and after 3 kilometers, that also disappeared. And then after that, it was smooth sailing. Wow, yeah. So yeah, I am so excited about the rest of my journey going forward. Oh, I must say, Asics, shout out to Asics. My Asics shoes, my new Asics shoes, I've had them now for 3 months, I think, 2 months. They are really doing a good job. Shout out to Asics. Um, yeah, my feet are feeling much more comfortable than when I was wearing the Adidas. So no, nothing. Sorry. Nothing wrong with Adidas. The shoes just that I was wearing was not a good fit for me and the way I run. So I went to Sportsman's Warehouse and they recommended the shoe that will help for my pronation because I do this with my shoes. I run like this. All my shoes I walk off like this. Anyway, so yeah. So the Asics has really has really helped my running. Okay, this has been a very long video for iemand wat die lus was, nee. So yeah, but anyway, I'm done. Thank you for listening. If you're still listening, I'm so sorry this is a long video. I know some people don't have time to listen to videos this long. I'm so sorry this is also not WhatsApp, so you can just quickly fast forward through it. But yeah, skip the parts that are a bit boring to you. But I hope you listened and yeah, see you next week. I promise. No, I don't promise, but I will be keeping you up to date and have a great evening and have a blessed week. Bye.